Yeah, I feel like beautiful women should be free. You think like you should be able to slide into somebody's DMs and chat her up and then have her come through and Netflix and chill. I hear more bull from men talk about, man, women out here dating this and that, and I'm not going to spend more than $20 on a date until I get to know such and so forth. That's what I think of all y'all saying that. So I think of all men saying that, and let me tell you why I think that. Because it is on us to ask better questions before you take somebody out. If you end up going out with a woman and she is a dinner scammer, then you failed. That is a horrible attitude to go into the market. I'm going to treat all women. I'm going to take a woman that's obviously up here out to Starbucks because I don't want to get scammed for $30. Keep your broke ass at home.
Kevin was funny to me, especially when he told women if they don't plan to give up any ass, then don't bring your ass out the house after 5 p.m. Now, for a teenage girl, that rhetoric could be very dangerous. Anyways, we're going to talk more about Kevin Samuels later. We're also going to talk about Shannon Sharpe. But first, we're going to talk about the list of restaurants that women hate. And so do I. Once upon a time, I loved going to chain restaurants. It was my favorite, the shrimp Alfredo. Oh my God. But then guess what happened? I started gaining all kinds of weight. I was 20 pounds heavier. I had to let these chain restaurants go. And guess what? I lost all the weight and plus some more. And now I'm smaller now than I was in college and in high school. And not only that, I no longer have acne. Skin clear like water. Even the whites of my eyes got brighter. My skin complexion got brighter. It was indeed an amazing transformation. But that's what happens when you get rid of the toxins out of your body. Look at a person with diabetes. They lose control of their weight. And then what happens? They get dark patches on their skin. I would rather cook than go to a chain restaurant. I just don't like cheap food. I just don't. Cheap food is not good for the body. At some point, you're going to blow up. Now, if you're in high school and college, enjoy going to these places. But at some point, your body's going to change. And your body might start reacting negatively after consuming these foods. That's what happened to me. I feel so much healthier after not going to chain restaurants. I am so much healthier. Health is wealth. I do a whole lot of cooking because I don't want to consume all that sodium, the preservatives, the chemicals, all of it. You even have to be careful at the expensive restaurants. I know someone older that goes to these high-end restaurants and order the buttery steaks. He had so many of those steaks that he had to have a triple bypass. You got to be careful what you put in your bodies. I remember when I had to take a relative to the hospital, and I got into a conversation with the nurse about how I was staying in shape. She really wanted to know what I was doing. So I gave her a rundown of the supplements I was taking and everything that I was doing. And she grabbed a notepad, and I'm thinking, damn, you're the health professional, not me. We as Black people, we've seen our families suffer from many ailments. And for me, that woke me the hell up. Because when you talk to some of these nurses, they don't even know what's going on. I mean, no disrespect, but you're asking a stranger for weight loss tips and you in the health field? Come on. And just because something worked for me, it doesn't mean it's going to work for you. That's why we have to master our own bodies, know what to eat and what not to eat. And it's funny that these men don't want big women, but they take them to the cheapest places to eat with all the calories and preservatives. It's crazy. Y'all got to sit down and really start thinking. Anyway, let's move the conversation along to Shannon Sharpe. It's an old clip of him that has surfaced of him talking to Skip Bayless on the show Undisputed. And he's telling Skip how he took a woman out to an expensive restaurant and she had the nerve to order meatloaf. This made Shannon very angry. I guess he wanted her to break his pockets that night. See, ladies, you can't pay attention to men. They don't even know what they want. I mean, what did he want her to order? Some Wagyu steak and the biggest lobster on the menu, the most expensive wine on the menu? I keep telling y'all, these men don't like nice women. If they did, all the pygmies would be married. They like the bad girls. They like the girl that's going to break their pockets. They like the OnlyFans girls. Look at the former NBA player who married a porn star. Is his name Joe Smith? It's Joe Smith, right? Yes. Okay, I just wanted to get it right. I don't even understand why this is a story because she was an adult film star and he knew it. So what was he expecting? And she's not only doing OnlyFans, you can also pay her a fee to get a massage. Wow. Now, how many of Joe's friends got a massage from her? That is the question. Now, the wife told TMZ that she did it for them because the money wasn't flowing in. Did we get confirmation that she was actually charging a fee for massages? Because we need to get confirmation on that. Anyway, some people are thinking that this is fake. It could be. It's a lot of fake shit out here. My prediction for the couple, they'll end up on a TV show with other couples and they'll all be in one house fighting each other. Yeah, good luck to the couple. What we got next? Married singles. Let's do it. So you got married men and women that are actively dating. Oh, you want to roll the clip? Is it related to the topic? Okay, roll it.
Which NBA player do you think it was? What?
One time I went to dinner with this basketball team that was in the championship. One of the players took a really good liking to me, I guess. He takes me back to his hotel room and we don't even have sex. He just makes me eat his ass.
What? Don't say LeBron, bitch. Hey, bitch! Stop. LeBron ain't do that, bro. LeBron ain't do that. LeBron did not do that, bro.
And then he comes, which is great. So he has to leave in the morning. He says, you can sleep over with me. That's awesome. That's great. I sleep over with him. And then he wakes up in the morning. He's going to leave. He's like, you can check out isn't until later. Like, you can use the hotel room, enjoy yourself, do room service, whatever you want. I go to the bathroom and I turn on the light. I look in the mirror. He gave me f***ing pink eye.
That means the nigga had dookie booty. That's literally what that means. He had dookie booty.
I can always count on you to find the craziest videos on TikTok. The funny thing about the video is that the guy immediately thought about LeBron James, and that's funny. A lot of men out here are actively dating and they're not hiding that they're married. They let you know straight up, yeah, I'm married. I'm out here doing my thing. And I look at the men like they crazy because I'm not about to lose my life over some dick. Nope, take your ass home to your wife and be loyal to your wife. Let's just be honest. Men love new vagina. They can't get enough of it. They'll pay for it. When a man sees you're not hungry for dick or money, he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to say. Because in these men's minds, all women are whores. Why? Because some of them watch their mothers be whores. They watch men come out of their mother's bedroom. Numerous men. While one half of the women were getting their bills paid, the other half couldn't get the man to buy them a goddamn Subway sandwich. It is what it is. These men are still angry with their mothers from childhood. I've heard men on YouTube call their mother a whore. Out of their own mouth. So I'm not making this up. They don't like their own mothers, so you expect them to love you? If you meet a man who talks badly about his mother and he can't stop, get the hell away from him. Because he needs professional help. And black women, stop trying to be therapists out here. If you're not professionally trained, let him go get help. These married men out here are moving reckless. They don't understand that somebody can get unalived in the situation. In fact, they don't care. They're just too busy worried about their own desires. Do you know how many people are 6 feet under for messing with somebody's spouse? It's too many to count. And then you got the older men dating younger women, but that's not the bad part. The bad part is the older men are looking to the younger women for money. They want to be the sugar baby. But I'm not surprised because a lot of these black men, all they saw was their mothers taking care of men. Even Kevin Samuels told these men to get off their asses and start working and being real men. I've seen a clip of a video of a young woman in her 20s. She's dating a man in his 40s, and she was upset because he wasn't helping her pay the bills. He was sitting back like he was 20 years old. These men got the game fucked up. Ladies, leave these married men alone before your ass is 6 feet under. And if you're a young woman and you dating an older man, just know you're not supposed to be paying his bills. You're not supposed to take care of him. It's vice versa. Don't allow a broke man to steal your youth. Now let's go on to Keith Lee. He got Kenny Bird shook. Now, if you didn't know, Keith Lee was in the MMA, him and his brother, and if I'm not mistaken, his brother is still fighting. Now, if you're a fan of TikTok, you know exactly what Keith does, you know what his wife looks like, and you know what his kids look like. Now, in Atlanta, they barely know who Keith Lee is, and they definitely don't know who Keith Lee's wife is. Keith is smart. When he went to those restaurants, he sent in his wife and his mother-in-law. And guess what? They got crappy service. You have to be a star in Atlanta to get semi-quality service, it seems like. They taking that Black Hollywood name a little too serious. It's a running joke about Instagram. It's fake. And it's all about the aesthetic. But if you want the real, you gotta go on TikTok. And that was proven when Keith Lee went to Atlanta. Because Keith Lee, he's a true TikToker. In Atlanta, they true Instagrammers. They only care about the aesthetic. And guess what? In the long run, that's gonna cost them their businesses. Things in Atlanta got so bad for Keith Lee that he had to cut it short because his life was being threatened. They trying to unalive somebody over some food? How about step your game up? And then you got the restaurant Milk and Honey. They went on to disrespect Keith Lee and say he's autistic and that we shouldn't even be listening to him. Even Ocho Cinco has a problem with Keith Lee. This is getting interesting. Go ahead and roll the clip.
Okay, but
I like the fact of what he's doing.
Ocho,
I don't like. I don't like
Ocho.
it. I don't like the critiquing of our restaurants and having people and talking bad about our goddamn businesses and
Ocho,
like you know how hard it is
and I get it, Ocho.
for us to even get in the food industry and to have our own restaurant and so.
Ocho,
Like, what are we doing?
Don't ask me to come to your house and then ask me what I think about it without asking me to give you my honest opinion.
Nobody asked. Nobody asked for that. Nobody asked for that.
A lot of these people, listen. A lot of these restaurants do DM him, ask him to come, but he wants to go on. A lot of times, he wants to go unannounced and give people. That's what he is. He's a food critic. He's turned himself into a food critic. It's okay.
Are we turning something? Resume? What are the qualifications of being a food critic?
Go to a restaurant and do you like the food? Did you like the customer service? What was it like? Yes. What was the wait time like? That's all you got to do.
How about go do that at Maestro's? Go do that shit at Chris Roof. Go do it at Poppy Steak. Go do it at fucking Zuma. Go do it at goddamn whatever the fucking rest of them goddamn 5-star restaurants that everybody. Go do it at that. Name one of the restaurants you go to in LA. Name one. Where you and Selena Gomez went? Where y'all went? What's the name of the restaurant y'all went to?
I don't forgot now.
You know.
I honestly forgot because I have never been there before.
Go do it at their restaurants and give them the bad press and all the bad.
Ocho. Because you're black doesn't mean you're above criticism.
I'm not saying you're above anything, but go do it there. It's hard enough for us as it is.
So is Shannon Sharpe dating Selena Gomez? You know what? We're going to revisit that at another time. Let's get back to Ocho. Is Ocho mad at Keith because he carved out his own lane in this Hollywood game? And Ocho had to really bust his ass to get a name? I don't know. I'm Star. Thank you so much for coming to the channel. Good night.